Hello, everyone. Good midnight. It is June the 9th, Saturday, midnight here, Pacific Standard Time. My name is Stanley, and welcome to the TBC 24-hour live broadcast. This channel you're watching is called TBC Ending Global Poverty. Okay, so I'm catching up on the blogs. Tonight I'm going to start with June. Let's see, what did I say here? 1 second. June 2nd, and I'll see how far I get because I was behind. I think I missed like 2 weeks worth of broadcasting, traveling, working, that sort of thing. So a lot of, again, exciting, dynamic things happening within the Billion Coin community. Migrating from our old blockchain to our new. A lot of our members have already migrated. I have not migrated yet, so I'm not going to do that more than likely until maybe mid-July because I'm collecting all of my cookies to be redeemed for Kringles and TBC. So let's go ahead and start. I will share my screen. I'm glad it's the end of the week. So have these 2 days off. So I will be broadcasting tomorrow night also. And this way I'll be sure to catch up. Okay, present to everyone. Hide. And let's go. So let's see. So here we are, blog.thebillioncoin.info. Again, for the new people, if you're watching this for the first time or you're new to TBC within the last month or so, this is where we go to get our education from admin, the creator of TBC, and our daily updates, and sometimes multiple daily updates. So daily, just go ahead and make sure you come to the blog and read and understand what's going on in our community. Let me just check to see. Uh-oh, what happened here? Let me go ahead and refresh. Community. Okay, you have to mute yourself because if not, then you'll hear yourself echo. So I just wanted to check the chat here to make sure no one was there asking questions, right? So we're doing these live broadcasts in case members or people who are just interested in TBC and want to know more can ask, live questions. All right, so I'm going to go back and read where I left off. I believe last video I did talk about this video briefly, and this is from Randy Wilson, the voice of TBC. It's his live broadcast number 59. He's in slot 11. That's a certain time frame, which I believe is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're both in the Pacific Standard Time Zone in the United States. So you can go ahead and watch that one and hear what he has to say about some people questioning everything. So actually I need to make some time probably tomorrow and listen to that one because that's a long title. So I know it's interesting, the information he has for us. Okay, so here we are, June 2nd, and that's from beginning here. So 2 classes of cookie rewards. All right, so let's go ahead and read here. So this is the new image or images or pictures that admin has made. It looks like adjustments to our assignment of cookie rewards, and it seems like 2 different categories: the broadcasters, which I'm one of them, cookie rewards, and then basic cookie rewards for, I guess, the other members in TBC who are not broadcasting. So let's go ahead and read to get a better understanding. So this is the first time I'm reading this, so I'll be getting it first with you if you haven't read it or seen it or heard another TBC broadcaster read it and explain it to you. All right. You may have already noticed this new table in the cookie rewards section of your Kringle Cash back office. This will develop further because I already see some activities that also should be rewarded as we build our TBC economy. Bear in mind that it will take at least 2 more years to have a fully developed TBC economy. I did read that much and I was like, admin, let's cut that in half, half into 1 year. So, but I'm sure, but yeah, 2 years will full blown, I'm sure. But I even think 1 year from now, we'll be definitely well on our way, especially with our new coin network and its lightning speed transaction time. Okay, until now, the rewards were given equally to all on a first come, first served basis. But as I said in this article written on May 8th, okay, so here's a link to go there. Builders have the right expectations about TBC. It's an article. So read that one. So admin always kind of um, gives us foresight in where he's going. So, and then after he gets there, meaning now, he gives us blog links to where his thought process was before. So we're always able to follow along and as to where we're going with TBC. So that's great because in these links, I don't even know how he finds them all, but because there's a lot of blog posts, but this way you can understand it from blog to blog and the relationship of the information he's conveying to our community. Okay. I have been, and these are in quotes, so these are his quotes. I have been thinking deeply about the rewards of the TBC builders and the other TBC members, whatever you want to call them. Okay, and I'm sure those are more than likely he's talking about the inactive members, maybe the ones who are just sitting back and watching, maybe those who don't understand the value of what we have and where we're going with it. Because people have to remember, it took Bitcoin some years now. Bitcoin is 10 or 11 years old now to reach the capacity that it has. And TBC is 2 years old. And admin is saying another 2 more years, so that'll be 4 years. So let's just say in about 2 to 3 more years, like we'll have a full-blown global TBC economy. So basically, probably the members who are not active, who are non-TBC builders, at that point will, be activated. But those of us who see the vision, we're the builders, and I'm one of them. Okay, as I have said, this is admin speaking, many times before, TBC is all about spreading opportunities and not about spreading obligations. Once we have fully matured and have 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires, what should be the main difference between the two categories? Should it just be timing? Should those that got in early and paid $110 all get to be the billionaires? And the $110 is basically the $10 fee for basically having your Kringle.cash back office and your wallet attached to it. And $100 is the purchase of Kringle's, really, well, now it's cookies. Sort of like the cookies redemption is our point systems to get your Kringles. And Kringles is basically the smaller portion of TBC. So that's what the $100 is for, where you go to a trusted seller, as myself and many others in the TBC community. And this way you will get 1 TBC coin out of admin's wallet for that purchase. So that's what he means by pay the $110, all get to be the billionaires, which I have made my purchase of $100 plus. So is that healthy? Should those that got in early and paid and then just sat quietly in the background get the same reward as the hardworking TBC builders that also got in early and paid? That's not right. That's not right at all. If we don't fill up the billionaire zone of our TBC economy in May, as of June 1st, 2018, there will be two sets of cookie rewards. The amount of cookies a TBC builder will earn will be 1,000 times higher than what the other members will earn in cookies. Okay, so admin is making a big differentiation basically for people who are building and doing the work and those who are just kind of sitting back and watching, which I think is fair. You know, you're always going to have those, the builders, and then you have the others basically who sit back and watch everything and sometimes complain and they're not lifting a finger to do anything. And you know, it's sad because those that are doing that don't see the opportunity where we're going as a community and don't have an ear to the pulse of what's going on globally and the transformation of a monetary system, basically from fiat to crypto. You know, it's happening. I even saw an article talking about American Express, which is a global company, looking at Ripple, which is called basically the bank cryptocurrency coin. So there's a lot out there. There's a lot of sleepers that are still there, even within the TBC community. But anyway, let's go on. I do my best to give you all advance notice on what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And that's what I was saying in the beginning with this link here, how admin, you know, gives us foresight on where he's going with this link. And then further in the future, we got this particular blog, which references back May 8th, not too long ago, with that particular blog. The main objective of the distribution phase, which is moving coins out of the admin wallet into the people's wallet, is to create 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires for a sustainable TBC economy based on the principle of abundance for all. So admin is doing that so it's not lopsided. You know, like what is admin going to do with, I don't know, 600 million TBC coins? You know, he wants to distribute them throughout the world, and we're basically the distributors of that. And then the ones who are the broadcasters and the builders and those who support the broadcasters and the builders, you know, are the ones who are going to be getting the lucrative 1,000 plus, where it says times 1,000 times than what the other members will earn in cookies. Okay, so that's where it's going, it looks like. Okay, can you get behind the idea of abundance for all? I think it is our best shot at global happiness. But as you can see, we will create two classes of it during our distribution phase. And also, too, that's good because it gives an incentive to the ones who aren't doing anything. So, you know, admin's brilliant. I keep saying I'm going to do something with the brilliance of admin and some other topic I came up with. I have to find my notes. But, you know, admin is, I even feel, is divinely guided to, when this is his mission, obviously, and that he's, you know, basically serving us, really doing this for us as a humanity. And I appreciate you, admin. I must say that myself. I appreciate you for your foresight, you know. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so we have the two classes of it during our distribution phase. Like I said before, timing should not be everything. TBC builders work very hard while the TBC bystanders, so we got the builders and the bystanders, that's good, just watch them do the work on the occasions they desire. Should the early TBC bystanders get the exact same rewards as the early TBC builders? And admin says no, they should not get the same reward. for obvious reasons. So let's stretch out the opportunity over much more time to become a TBC billionaire to those willing to do the required work. The TBC bystanders can enjoy this emerging TBC economy as the TBC millionaire once we complete the distribution phase. That just makes sense all the way around. TBC broadcasters are the highest versions of a TBC builder. Thank you, admin. We will not succeed in overcoming the assured resistance of the status quo without at least a million voices united in the message of abundance for all. That's good. That's real good. That's right. United for abundance for all. Absolutely. So we need more broadcasters, basically. There's tutorials. Actually, today, the Voice of TBC did an hour plus long program about becoming a broadcaster. I haven't listened to all of it, probably half of it, and it's really good information. So even if you've just been thinking about broadcasting, just do it. I mean, there's support out there, there's videos out there. And it's not as hard as what you think it is. Even if you start off like I did, reading the blogs, which is good because you're getting an understanding. It's archived, and then 2 and 3 and 4 years from now, someone else will have an understanding of our history with TBC. Okay, once we're a full-blown economy. Okay, so we need to unify a million voices and stand up strong and unstoppable. Hopefully, the TBC bystanders will appreciate all that these TBC broadcasters will do for them as we mature this movement over time. All right. Let's take a look at the tables in the above image carefully to see how the distribution phase is set up at this time. Please note that the gift of 25,000 cookies will not expire, even though everyone can still see a countdown that goes to the end of September 2018, and that's in our back office, inside the dashboard area of their Kringle Cash back office. We have plenty of Kringle coins to just give away during the whole distribution phase. So you hear that they're giveaways. All of these other coins, they're not giving away coins. And basically all you're paying is a $10 Kringle.cash back office. And that's basically, your link, intra-community, TBC community link for information and dashboard and trainings and all the communications from admin, and so we have the best thing going here. If you can hear anything of what I'm saying, or when you read the blog of what's going on, just wake up, spend a little time listening and seeing what's going on, and you'll understand that admin is basically giving money away, right? Giving money away, because TBC is money, it's spendable, to everyone. Okay, so let's see, where did I leave off at? Okay, to just give away during the hold. Okay, this is a very generous gift today, and it will only go up as the value of our coins goes up. The value of our coin goes up. For a limited time only, we are giving 1 million cookies to the TBC broadcasters, and the TBC bystanders will get the basic cookie rewards of 1,000 cookies. So we're getting, what is that? That's more than 1,000 times. But anyway, this is what admin is doing now. And hopefully this will put a fire, right? A friendly fire, like really friendly, right? under the TBC bystanders, so they can understand and the incentives to be part of that 1 million voices, unified, okay, against the was elite, okay. So 1,000 cookies, that's what the basic cookie rewards will be for the bystanders for attending the weekly send button meetings. The TBC broadcasters simply deserve more, 1,000 times more, for attending this critical meeting each week. And I haven't missed the week. So, yeah, I view it every week, or either within 24 hours, the link to hear it before it's taken down. It is mandatory to either attend or to watch the rebroadcast of it within 24 hours, like I said, of the live broadcast of it in order to be considered a TBC broadcaster. Broadcasters broadcasters really do need to stay current on what is going on within the TBC community. So knowing what was said in each meeting is vital. Making a purchase of at least $100 is the simplest way to lock yourself in as either a millionaire or future billionaire within the TBC community. Broadcasters get 1,000 times more rewards when they purchase over the bystanders. TBC broadcasters get 100 million cookies for each set of $100 purchased in coins, while the TBC bystanders will receive 100,000 cookies as a reward. So there's an incentive here to not be a bystander and to be a broadcaster. Basically, that's what it is. It's almost like, on your job, the boss says, do this, that, and the other, and you get a pay raise or bonuses. That's basically what this is in a nutshell. And all you have to do is do broadcasting. And through broadcasting, you get to reach more people. You get to find your voice, like it's being said in the TBC community. You get rewarded, with TBC. So, or with cookies, cookies that redeems for Kringles to TBC. Okay, so let's see here. All right, there we go. Okay, so if needed, we will adjust these numbers down later, but only if it becomes necessary. Since purchases generally happen quickly after a new member joins us, I have made it possible for a brand new member to immediately become a TBC broadcaster. And in the last paragraph of this article, I will explain that in detail. Getting 100 referrals is rewarded equally between the TBC broadcasters and TBC bystanders, because that's what we're looking here to do. So that makes sense, growing our community. So because a bystander that recruits 100 new members is certainly a TBC builder, even if for one reason or another they choose not to be a broadcaster. Okay, so still it's basically, the theme is called building, or being a builder. Most likely I will be able to reward thousands, millions, billions, 1 billion cookies to each of these TBC builders, regardless of their class, throughout the entire distribution phase. If a bystander wants to become a TBC broadcaster, and please do, then they certainly deserve the exact same reward of 1 million cookies when they do even the first broadcast. I have a half dozen more activities I want to develop cookie rewards for. So you will see these additions soon. So again, more incentives. Admin's mind is working. How does he get the TBC from his wallet to everyone else's wallet who wants to do the work? Okay, and we're talking about broadcasting. In other words, is broadcasting really work? Once you do your first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not really work. You just have to do it, regularly. Okay. Plus, there's a TBC broadcasters Facebook too for support with broadcasting. So if you need that information, reach out to me and I could give you that information. But they definitely, before you join, it's almost like you have to say, yes, I'm going to broadcast, and be trained or tutored into that. So now you become a broadcaster instead of a bystander. Let me clarify the role of a TBC broadcaster. Okay, so here's our job description, if you will. The point of this task is to give our members a recognized platform for our members to find their voice. Find their voice. Find your voice. Find my voice. It takes most people time and a lot of practice to find their voice. So, we do not expect people to find their voice the very first time they do a broadcast. You do not have to be a TBC expert, okay, either, to get the rewards of being a TBC broadcaster. Like I said, you can just start off reading the blogs, letting people see your face, that you're a real person, the beginning and the end, like I do, and some others do also. Okay. So if a brand new member that just barely joined us wants to take the path of becoming a TBC billionaire one day, they should quickly figure out how to technically do a live YouTube broadcast and set it up in the Kringle cashback office, and then do it at the scheduled time and wait for the approval of it from admin, from me, the admin, and then complete their purchase of at least $100 to collect the 100 million cookies for it. The first broadcast can be as simple as reading from the TBC blog for 30 minutes. There you go. That's how I started, and I'm still doing that because the information, should be disseminated. And if you have a YouTube channel and it's basically your own, and you can get on here and just explain your process with TBC or how you got started, read the blog, and anything pertaining to TBC that you like to talk about. Okay, and the voice of TBC, he has great topics. So, there's no short list of topics to talk about when it comes to TBC, our mission to end global poverty, etc. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now I'll just read that again. The first broadcast can be as simple as reading from the TBC blog for 30 minutes in order to qualify for the rewards. Once these new broadcasters learn how easy it is to use the search feature in the blog and the translator, if they don't speak English, they are in a good position to start answering questions about TBC. Yeah, because you could just lead people to the answer by doing that. So you don't have to know everything, But again, the more you read the blog, the more you listen to the live broadcasting, the more you are involved in the community, you'll just get it by osmosis and association because you're just in the environment of what we're talking about daily. Even if they don't know the answer, when they see an attendee ask a question, they can discover it together by searching the blog while they are live and on the air. So you don't have to be a TBC expert to be a TBC broadcaster. Okay, so just know that if you're new, just get started. All that is needed is an honest effort, and with a consistency, the broadcasters get better and better over time. I think it was about my third broadcast when I felt like the breakthrough come, and then things just kind of flowed. So that's how it was for me. The point is that each will find their voice. We have a beautiful message to share with the world, and the more of us out there sharing it, the better. Okay, that was really, really good. I think at this time I'm going to show new people how to go about doing that, setting up your broadcast. There are actually videos about that that's pretty detailed. You can look at the Whitefish lady. You can search her out on YouTube. She does just great tutorials. The friendly marketer, also too, he has great tutorials. But I'm going to log in now and just show you where you would click and put your YouTube link once you create your channel and everything. And if you have a Google account, a Gmail account, you do have access to the setting up a YouTube channel because they are related. Okay, so right here it says broadcast, and this is the broadcast that was for today and into Saturday. So I'm slot 39, which we'll see here. I'm just going to click on that link, which I already have this so I can see who's watching to my right. Okay, so we have Bitcoin Scott here, so that's wonderful. Okay, so I just want to say hello to him. And just type it in right here. Scott. Okay, so that's what admin means. Like people will be here in your live chat, maybe asking questions. So this is where you would explore the answer together, maybe from the blog, or maybe even someone in the chat may know the answer to a question. Okay, so let me go back to Kringle.cash. So now if you wanted to go and put your link in, let's see here, send button. It's under send button, tomorrow's broadcast. And this is where all the time slots are. In previous videos, I went through this, but I just want to do it quickly again because of the information I just read in the blog. So the different time slots, it's Fiji time, and that's when our coin value updates. That's why that's there. Pacific Standard Time, that's what it's based on, so it's easy for me because it's based on Pacific Standard Time. Primary show, backup show, so if this side is filled up, you can go to this side and select your slot. I did mine already, slot 39 for Sunday, midnight. I like that slot, midnight, change over to the next day. So I'll click on here and you'll see the setup that I'll be ready to go at midnight tomorrow. I'll see live in 23 hours, June 10th. Okay, and this will change, of course. This is my template here. All right, so I'm going to get out of there. So I just wanted to show you that part. And then this real quick too, where you would go here under send button meeting, or send button again, tab, and let's see, go to broadcasters rewards, and this is where you would put your link here and get the approval. An admin said he would look at and watch or glance the videos himself. In one of the previous blogs he said that, or she said that, or they said that. And you will get approved if it's basically broadcaster information or content ready. And so far I'm good to go. So yes, it's as simple as that. And then you put the link in, so let me just go here real quick. So I just put add a broadcast. So let's just say this broadcast. I would copy and paste the link, which is here. And then I would go back to Kringle.cash and put it here and then submit. Okay, and that's when you'll get your million cookies. And I have a lot of million cookies, as you can see. So in this backspace, let's see if it gets us back to that. So it does. Okay, I think I'm on my 23rd or 22nd broadcast. So that's 23 million cookies. That's pretty good. Some have like 50, 60 broadcasts, you know. Okay, so let's go back. So I finished reading that. Okay, so there's the new Cookie Rewards program in the diagram form of the allotted cookies you'd be receiving, depending on if you're a broadcaster or just basic cookie rewards, in other words, for the bystanders. Okay. Okay. Hopefully one day this won't even be necessary. Everyone would be in this category, or at least enough of us, so that the force of what we're doing to end global poverty will be apparent to all on this globe. Okay, so I'm going to backspace now. And as you can see, that was a long blog, and already I'm into 37 minutes. So, you know, as you get reading and go through a few blogs, you know, you'll fill up the 30 minutes quickly. Because people are like, what am I going to talk about? Just read the blogs, you know, whatever comes to your mind pertaining to the blog, and just voice it. Okay, so here we go. Let's see, June 3rd. Okay, so I may get through the next two. All right, so this is the next one I'm going to read, June 3rd, the first cruise content contest, video and image and article. So here's a video with the voice of TBC and his dear wife together. There they are talking about the cruise. So the contest, there she is. It's nice. Basically, the contest is whoever this month in June has the most paid referrals, right? You will share a cabin with the voice of TBC and his wife, and admin is paying for it. So let's talk about that now. Wow, this is going to be a very exciting contest, and two hard-working TBCians will win their tickets to go on this amazing cruise, and will enjoy the company of being in the same top-of-the-line stateroom with the voice of TBC and his lovely wife. This is luxury at its finest. This is not an all-expense-paid trip yet. For now, admin is on the hook for about $10,000 to pay for the 4 tickets and this wonderful stateroom. Randy and his wife certainly deserve these cruise tickets. I'm sure most TBCians have no idea what goes on behind the scenes and the level of effort and sacrifice Randy and his wife have put into building up TBC. I agree to that, absolutely, and still do. We all should show them the highest level of respect and gratitude. Thank you, Randy Wilson, and thank you, Randy Wilson's wife. I think her name is Nancy Wilson. He's mentioned her name a few times. So I appreciate your sacrifices and your dedication to TBC. As you can see in the image above, we have set up a leaderboard of the top 10 recruiters of paid members within the back office of the Kringle Cash website, and you can see it by going to the cruise area of it. So I'll do that when I'm finished reading so that you'll see that. This will be a super fantastic race to the top, as you all will see an update to this leaderboard daily. First and second place wins the cruise. Perhaps funds will develop, and admin will also be able to create future contests to get the airline tickets too, as prizes for those that win the cruise tickets. That depends on the TBC community overall and how much success we will have before the cruise happens. As I have said many times before, we will need at least 50 members to go ahead and pay at least pay for the cruise ticket deposit. So basically right now just the deposit is needed. And I've already done mine and it was $500. Okay, so you basically have, you know, almost a whole year to pay the balance. I think the balance is due, she said, January of next year, because the cruise is in March. Okay, I think it's March 24th, like that third week. Okay, so before we can officially call this the third anniversary global event. Okay, and this is a picture of how admin wants us to display. So basically you want to print out your cruise roster and take a selfie, and I'll be reading below about this, and then post it. So then this way admin and we'll know, and that's kind of our internal social proof that we have paid, so that we're counted as one of the 50 members who have done so. Okay, these are other people, TBC members who have done that. So they need to do or basically copy what Randy and his wife did. So this way they can be counted as one of the 50. So, and I also have to do mine too. So far, we have the 4 tickets of Randy, his wife, and the 2 winners. Plus, we have the following 4 that have stepped up: Kra Aminata, MD Abdul Sattar, Kingsbay Seme, Tesfaye Jebrem Medin. So that makes a total of 8 so far out of the 50. Okay, so I just did my best to pronounce the names of these TBC members who have basically put their deposit down for the cruise. Bear in mind, if you pay for your cruise ticket deposit and also win a cruise ticket at some point, admin will reimburse you in Bitcoin for the money you have spent. Oh, that's great. So there is no risk in purchasing a cruise ticket if later you also win a cruise ticket. Look for an edit button to change out the pictures to the ones with you holding the receipt. So that's what he wants, and then upload a video. Okay, so he's talking to these 4 above who have their pictures there, but they need to do, we need to do exactly what Randy and his wife did: print it out with the and then have the picture here. So it's like a selfie. We would post that up there. We want to be absolutely sure that those filling out the form indicating that they have at least paid for the deposit to go on the cruise are real by having them take a selfie holding the receipt of that purchase in their hands, as you see Randy and his wife doing in their picture. I just have to change locations because my battery is getting low and I don't want this to cut off. So 1 second. Okay, I think I got power again now. Okay, I'm going to continue. Okay, the video is optional, but I really want to encourage all of you to do a video to share your excitement about going on a TBC cruise. This will encourage so many others to do the same. Let's fill that boat up. Time is of the essence because the cruise ship fills up faster and faster the closer we get to the departure date, and the price goes up too. So basically, the earlier you put your deposit down and lock in your price, then That's the better price you'll get and the better value. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Okay, I just changed locations here. I wanted to get a seat because I wanted to do one more blog post. Okay, so let's see here. So let me read that again. Time is of the essence. I'm right here. Because the cruise ship fills up faster and faster the closer we get to the departure date. And the price goes up too. Yes, people remember, because there's other people who are not TBCians yet until we are all on the cruise and convert them to TBCians and offer them the gift. Remember, the cruise ship is being filled up by people around the world. Okay, so, please, if you have the means now, just put the deposit down, and then that would suffice to lock in your price, the lower price. I tried to place a deposit on the matching stateroom next to Randy's, and it is already gone. See that? So they're going fast. So I will have to find another type stateroom for the contest in July 2018. So it looks like each month admin is going to do a contest, so this is really wonderful. March of 2019, which is next year, may seem like a long ways away, but it is not when it comes to filling up a cruise ship. Exactly. So get your deposit in, those who are going on our cruise, our third-year anniversary cruise. Okay, this really touched me with admin. So, admin, I love you so much. But anyway, have a little faith in yourself and buy that cruise ticket today by at least paying for the deposit. I do realize that the cruise ticket itself is just one part of the expense in taking this trip. Getting airline tickets and perhaps some days at a hotel before and after and other travel expenses all fit into the equation. I know getting a visa to go or come to the US to board the ship is also a challenge for many of you around the world. That's where faith, Faith, faith comes in. Faith is a success principle. Abundance will come to those who do have faith. Amen. Ashe. TBC is the pathway towards abundance, but this journey to change the world is based on faith. Exactly. Admin had an idea, had faith in it, and three plus million members worldwide later, 2 years later, here we are. So, do you have faith in you? If you do, get on this boat. I enjoyed that. That was really great. So yes, so do what admin says, once you make your deposit, print out your invoice, itinerary, or invoice, I should say, or statement, and do a selfie like this to be counted as one of the 50. So even I myself and my fiance has to do that also. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going. So June 3rd. Okay, here's the best way to overcome your fears of broadcasting is to just do it. So here's a video. I believe it's Dan Lutz. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is the friend. No, this is another one. Yeah, okay. John Harder, trusted seller. Okay, yeah, he does a lot of very good information about the global world economy and cryptocurrency and the elite that were. So that's him there talking about, it says, what you habitually think about is where your life is going. So I haven't seen that one yet, but I'd like to get some time here and go ahead and hear him. I like what he has to say It's very alternative, information that you're not going to hear out there. He's very informative. As you can see here, free energy, my free dot energy. I believe that's his website. So he talks about free energy and different things. So, and also free energy is a subject that admin has also said that he has also had interest in. So, yeah, those of us in the TBC community, a lot of us are just very aware and ahead of the learning curve of most of humanity. So that's why, we're here, right, to lead the way. Okay, so now let's go to June 4th. And we'll go ahead and let's see. Oh, this is a video. Okay, I've heard some of this, but not all of it. But admin posts these informative videos on current. Some of these people are whistleblowers, and to let us know what's going on behind the scenes. So, a conversation with ex-Illuminati insider Ronald Bernard and Sacha Stone. So you all have been robbed of your birthright, and TBC is here to restore it back to you video. That's really good. A lot of people don't know the birth certificate and us being bonded servants, basically. And yeah, that's a whole nother topic entitled. So if you're new to any of this information, please do watch that so you'll realize just how much we are in bondage. Okay, literally. And TBC is the way out. Okay, so now let's go up, and this is June 4th. So this was our broadcasters meeting, which I believe I'll go to the next one. There was technical difficulties, and I think this is the only one that was canceled so far since we've been doing our send button meeting. I said broadcasters meeting, but basically it's our send button meeting. So broadcasters still get 1 million cookies, which was worth about $80,000 when they attend send button meetings. Okay, and June 4th was that's Dan Iwa, and I believe he's from Nigeria. No, not Nigeria. Oh no, I forgot where he's from, but he's one of the African leaders there. So, and he was supposed to host it, but they had technical difficulties. And by the way, our send button meetings are usually on Mondays, and so supposed to be June 4th at 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's what that means, PDA, Pacific Daylight Time. Okay. And then there's a secret word given towards the end of the meeting, and then you're able to put that in your Kringle.cashback office area where the send button meetings are, and then collect your 1 million cookies after that. Okay, so June 4th was a busy day for posting, so let's keep going. So here's another one from June 4th. We are experiencing unknown problems with the hosting server for our websites. Okay. We are working on finding out what is going on with our websites, thebillioncoin.info and Kringle.cash, which is unknown at this time. It would be best to stay off these websites and wait for further notice from here on the blog about getting them back up and running again. We are sorry for the downtime, and we assure you we won't sleep until we are back up and running. And as of today, June 9th, we are back up and running. So this is a blog from June 4th where there was some technical difficulties. It seemed like that earlier this week there was a few technical difficulties going on. The send button meeting, as I'll be reading now, I think the voice of TBC talked about, I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, he had some technical difficulties with his I guess, online activities. So, what's going on, right? We need to all be aware and know where TBC is bringing us. Okay, so one day we'll have our own servers and websites and social media, this and that. That's where we're going. Okay, here we go. June 4th. We need to cancel December meeting due to technical difficulties. Okay, so you can read that. So basically, this is past tense news, but this is what happened. So it was canceled. Okay, so you can read that. And then I'm going to keep going. I'll go back and read that later because it's talking some technical things, which I kind of like to know a bit about that. So, okay, so let's go here. Let's see, June 5th. Okay, here we go. June 5th. I didn't, okay, click on it. I guess I thought I did. Okay, so June 5th, this was good information. So, and we still have about 5 or 6 days. So, redemption period extension until June 15th, which is next week, Friday. So, we have one more week. So, any of you out there who want to, become a TBC billionaire, you basically can contact me, purchase $100 worth of Kringle, worth of cookies. I'm sorry, cookies, because cookies turns into Kringles, and Kringles turn into TBC. So you will get one full TBC coin, which is worth a little over 8.5 or 4 million US dollars. And let me show you that right now. Always go here. So this way people are like, what is she talking about? And then you can go to our official website, thebillioncoin.info, go to calculators, go to USD. This was being updated the other day, so it wasn't populating, but yeah. So we have a bunch of, dots. Okay, remember too, if you're new, here's the point of the dot. Everything to the right, Kringles, everything to the left, TBC. So kind of cents on the dollar and then dollars. That's kind of the analogy. So 8.5 million US dollars. That's how much one TBC is worth in US currency. Okay, just wanted to show you that. Okay, let's read. Here's one of our websites. This is our back office website. Kringle.cash is back up, and the billioncoin.info is back to normal now. And this is as of June 5th. So, and today it's June 9th, so we're good to go. I've touched base with some of the major leaders in TBC, and we have agreed to extend the Cookie Rewards redemption period again until June 15th, 2018. That's another thing. How many of you are on jobs where your bosses or your foremans or whatever they call them nowadays are what do you call it, sensitive to things that are important to you? And I just pause to maybe so you can think about that. Admin is sensitive to the needs of the community and what's going on and technical difficulties. And admin has always allotted for these things with generosity, time extension, fairness within the TBC community. So I just wanted to put that out there for the new people and for probably some of the bystanders who haven't been around most of the time to know that. So it's being extended because it was supposed to be till the end of May. So now we have 15 days more to have this done. The next Cookie Rewards redemption will be in November. The downtime yesterday was at a critical time for us, and we just want to make sure everyone has plenty of time to clear their personal backlogs of completing transactions on the TBC004.net wallet. So this is our old wallet address. And to verify all of those transactions inside of the Kringle Cash website. So the buyers will get all of the cookies they are entitled to at the same time during this redemption period. So everyone can then move over to the new coin network and start using the web wallet TBC00.9. .net. TBC009.net wallet by migrating to it. And migration is, we have about another month and a half, so the rest of this month, June, and then till the end of July for our migration. And I'm not even thinking about migration until I would say mid-July. Okay, I read blogs about it, but I still have to get a fuller understanding. And what I do is go to the ones who've been in TBC longer, like Dan Lutz. I think he's migrated already. The Whitefish Lady, she's done a lot of tutorials about it. And I believe the Friendly Marketer. So those are the three I go to mainly for my tutoring, for understanding of what's going on in the TBC community that I don't understand as of yet. Okay, Kringle.cash has become our main website, and my technology team and I were not pleased how the current hosting service handled the situation yesterday. So we are going to move to a different host. We have websites and servers all over the world and use several hosting services for TBC. Based on experience, we have one hosting service that we feel is superior to all the others, and it will cost admin a couple $100 a month more to use them instead. But we believe that it is the right thing to do at this time. We have already provisioned a top of the line dedicated server from them, and within the next 48 hours, we will move the Kringle.cash domain over to the new server, and that's good. When we make the move, the website will go down again for a couple of hours while the new location for the domain propagates throughout the global node network of the internet. So just be aware when that time comes. Okay, so again, you're forewarned that there may be several hours that the Kringle.cash website will be down because of moving from one server to a better server. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so June 5th, I'm going to go back, and I think I'm going to do one more because I believe that's June 5th also. Okay, let me just go down and see what date is the next as I am catching up. So at least I caught up to the first page. Let's go down here. Okay, so that would be June 6th. So yeah, I'll stop today at June 5th because this is the last one that was posted on that day, June 5th. Okay, so it says it makes sense to extend the time on the change. Okay, it makes sense to extend the time on the change on cookie rewards till June 15th, 2018. Okay, so here's the picture again, the broadcaster cookie rewards, and then the basic cookie rewards. So basically the broadcasters and the bystanders. Okay, so I'm going to read this one. Okay, previously we were starting to treat Kringle coin purchases as of June 1st, 2018, according to the above image and explained in this article. Okay, which I read. Which I was the first one I read during my broadcast about an hour ago. Seems to make sense under the circumstances to implement this change on June 15, 2000 instead. June 15th, 2018 instead, because it's being extended. So June 15th will be a hard deadline. All transactions, verifications for cookie rewards of over $100 need to be completed on or before June 15, 2018. So that's basically a week from now. Otherwise, June 16th, 2018 we will fully implement this new version of 2 sets of cookie rewards. Let me repeat, this will be a hard deadline. Okay, so everyone out there, please contact me. You have 1 week, if you're not a broadcaster, to get the higher value for purchasing $100 worth of cookies. Okay? Notice. This is like a notice, actually. Okay, so any purchases of over $100 that gets verified by the seller inside of the transaction verification area of Kringle Cash on or before June 15th will reward the buyer 100 million cookies for each set of $100 purchased. Then, if transaction is verified on the 16th forward and the buyer is not a broadcaster, then the reward is 100,000. Okay, that's a big difference. Would you rather have 100,000 or would you ever have 100 million? It's a matter of zeros, everybody. Matter of zeros. 3 to be exact. Okay, wow. All right, so I will have the tech team adjust the cookies and Kringle Coins sent if they got less than 100 million per $100 for this week that has passed since June 1st, which I do have someone in my line that has happened to, and admin did adjust it. Become a broadcaster. Okay, so that's basically what's going on. Become a broadcaster, become a broadcaster, become a broadcaster. It only takes a day to set up a broadcast and complete a broadcast. It doesn't even take a day, it takes less than a day. So you set it up and you just do a broadcast. Your voice needs to be heard. This is how we will overcome the current corrupt financial system. Broadcasters will be the TBC billionaires, and some of us are already TBC billionaires. Some of us are TBC approaching trillionaires. But anyway, the non-broadcasters will be the TBC millionaires. Do you have the will of a billionaire? Do a broadcast. Billionaire broadcast. Billionaire broadcast. See, the BBs are going up again. If you can show us that you do have the will of a billionaire, then you will be paid like a billionaire. All right. Well, there you have it. There it is right there. So contact me if you understood what I just read and you want to go back and read it. You have 1 week, $100 purchase, become a TBC billionaire. Other than that, and you're not a broadcaster, you will be a millionaire. Okay, TBC millionaire. And this is the amount you're getting, 100,000, as opposed to 100 million cookies, and 100 million cookies get you 1 TBC, which is worth now over 8.4 million US dollars. All right, let me just go over and check and see if there's anyone here. Thank you, Bitcoin Scott. Awesome. I appreciate that. So I don't see any questions. I just want to say thanks for, I like my numerology. Thanks for joining me. And see you next time. Again, reach out to me. I'm a trusted seller. And I love the Billion Coin. It's changing the world. It's like a subtle force that is moving literally under our noses, a lot of us. And, you know, don't be the last one in line, okay? Because the last ones usually get the crumbs. And I'm not saying being the TBC millionaire is anything like having crumbs, but billionaire status is just what it is, billionaire status, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. Stop sharing my screen so I can catch up on the blogs. So tomorrow night I will be doing another. There we go. That's me. Tomorrow night I will be doing another broadcast to catch up. So thank you so much. And see you next time. Thank you, Bitcoin Scott, for joining me. Okay. Bye.